Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Today we have a very special guest meditator, Keira Lani. She's been with us here on Enlightened World Network for, I think, 5 years now, and we're so pleased to bring her to you. So today her meditation will be Discover the Gifts in Life's Joy and Struggle, but we want to start out first with the current learning that Keira is working on. So Keira, thank you so much for this today.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me. And it is just always a pleasure and a gift. And I was tuning in terms of the current learning to how much I have received over the last year just by being fully present with what is. And I I kind of think of this as my surrender experiment. And so there's a book by Michael Singer by that name, The Surrender Experiment, that I highly recommend if you are looking to have your mind kind of blown wide open in terms of what is possible when you show up fully for what life presents without trying to change what's on the outside, but rather just sh tune into how you can show up more fully. And so this started for me with the very traumatic experience of losing my son and realizing that my womb space is also grieving and that she wants
Yes.
to
The Surrender
create.
Experiment by Michael Singer. It
Oh,
truly offers a
I have got to figure out how to get my phone to not talk to me. Oh my gosh, I swear I disabled that AI and it wants to it wants to look things up for me anyways. Oh, the world we live in. So, yes, the so tuning back into what's present here and that's a really interesting, like very current learning around the way that I feel impacted by the way the I guess the AI fad almost because it's like we have this tool and it's a powerful tool and I think there's a temptation to overuse it. And so I have been, because I feel that way, I have been making an effort to not overuse the technology. And it's always right there at our fingertips. And how can we connect more deeply to what's present here? Often it's by turning off the technology and listening to the bird song and the flowers and so, what I discovered is that through really showing up for what life presents, by really tuning into what is in this moment to be learned, to be experienced, to be presenced, that I have had all kinds of things opening up for me. I am calling into my online and local community, the people who are really aligned with my gifts and my efforts to, and I was crowned as Queen Mother yesterday. My crown was slipping. So Mother Queen, Queen Mother, which however you want to say it. And so all of you mothers out there, I feel like can possibly resonate with when you are with your child and you may have an idea of how the day is going to go and then there's a meltdown or there's an accident or there's something that throws off your flow or your vibe. And then how do we show up to that with the same level of presence that we show up to our most passionate projects that we get into the flow state and we're writing and so I have been really tuning in all aspects of my life with my family and with my business. And I've discovered that when I do this, I have the capacity to hold so much more. I used to get pretty easily overwhelmed when my schedule is fully booked. And so that makes it hard to be an entrepreneur if you're overwhelmed when your schedule is booked. Now I am holding space for the most amazing clients in our private sessions where we really get to go through those top layers of what's causing the anxiety and the struggle into the deeper layers of what needs to be opened up within me so that I can birth my most authentic creative work into the world. And this is really what I've been receiving. And then I've been receiving opportunities to collaborate that are the most aligned collaborations I have ever participated in my life. And all I'm really doing differently is being willing to shift gears as my energy calls me, being willing to show up fully for whatever life brings. And this is really what I want to bring through in our time here together today is a look at, where have you been pushing yourself through something that isn't really aligned with your soul's calling? Where have you been pushing aside the things that are your soul's deepest calling? For most of my life, for me, that was in my creative writing work. And at this time in my life, I'm prioritizing that my creative writing work gets to be in a place of priority. And this is also bringing me to a space where this month I have committed that I will be submitting at least a poem or a story every month in the effort of really embodying that I am an author and a writer, and this gets to be my career. And that doesn't mean I'm putting aside my healing career. It means that because I show up fully for what is present in the moment, whether this moment is writing time or this moment is business time or this moment is my time to show up here with you all in Enlightened World Network, this is where I am right now. And that means that I have the energy to do all of these things in my multidimensional life and business, to serve my clients, to collaborate in my affiliate business community, and to collaborate here in Enlightened World Network, while also prioritizing my personal creative soul work as um and I hesitate to say the most important because as I said, this is what is most important right now, is serving all of you. And so I really want to invite you into that space for yourself of tuning into how it's less about prioritizing your list and being like, oh, which of these five important things is the most important? And rather prioritizing according to which of these is most active energetically in this moment, knowing that you can put all of your attention fully on that one thing that's active in the moment without having to feel like you're dropping the ball in those other areas. And it may not be five things like it is for me. It may only be three things. I feel like we all have three to five things that are kind of our most heart-centered missions in this world. And so I'm going to invite you to tune in to that in our meditation, and then to really tune into where your energy is guiding you for this moment, for this day, for this coming space that we will open up together, that I'm really envisioning, it just came through to me really clearly as we will be opening a portal in our time together for you to step from this meditation into where your energy is calling you for these next moments, whether it's the next half hour, the rest of the day, the rest of the week. So, inviting now that we just drop into presence with what is in your life. And so, the first thing we'll presence is the breath. Just noticing the breath without trying to change it. What is the quality of your breath? Is your breath relaxed and deep and even? Or is it being caught up somewhere in your throat or your chest? Taking a few breaths just to arrive in your body. And then we'll take an awareness of scanning the body, starting just above the crown of the head. Breathe into the space above your head and just notice what awareness pops up in your mental space. Just noticing without trying to change it. And then as you exhale, allow your energy to settle, coming into the space of your head, your hair, your skull, your brain, your face. Breathing into this space. What is present? What do you notice? Letting yourself settle a little deeper into the neck and shoulders, taking a breath into the throat, the upper heart, the upper back, noticing what is present. And letting it be as you settle your energy a little deeper still, feeling it flowing into your arms and hands, your elbows and wrists. What is present? Can you be fully present with what is alive in this moment? Letting your energy settle a little deeper still into the middle back, the rib cage, the solar plexus, the heart and lungs, the diaphragm. What is present? And can you allow that to be as you settle a little deeper into the low back, the abdomen, the digestive and reproductive organs? Just being present fully with yourself creates a magical portal into a fuller expression of you. So let yourself settle even deeper into a presence of your hips, your seat, your legs, your knees, ankles, calves, your feet and toes. And then connecting down into the earth, the space beneath you. And now feeling that you are fully present in yourself. Continuing to allow the breath to guide your awareness. Noticing if there's any place in your physical body that needs more presence, more attention, more breath. It may feel like a tightness or a pain or just a calling for attention in your physical body. Allow the breath and the awareness to go into this place And just invite a noticing. Is there something that this part of your physical body wants to share with you? And now inviting in an awareness of your emotional body. Is there anything in your feeling body that wants to be seen, witnessed, presenced? Noticing where the sensation arises in your body or what memories or thoughts are triggered by this feeling. Just allow the breath to flow into this feeling, however you are experiencing it in this moment. Witnessing what your emotional body would like to presence with you. What wisdom or message, what information is showing up within this feeling for you right now? Now coming into a thought, an idea, a thought pattern that needs to be presenced within you. What thought, idea, or perhaps habitual thought pattern needs to be witnessed and presenced without trying to change it for now? Just be present with what is coming forward in your thinking mind, your mental body that wants to be seen, heard, presenced, and what deeper message may be inside of this thought pattern. And now coming into an awareness of your deep soul being, the presence of the witness that watches you in your life, watches those others who you relate with, witnesses your work. Drop into a deeper presence with your soul knowing, that essence that came into this body and this life with a particular energy, with a particular need for learning, with particular unique gifts and a deeper mission of what that soul would like to experience in this lifetime. Tuning into that presence. Take a few breaths there and see what your soul would like to show you at this time. And now from this space of deep presence, invite the energy of life, the presence of all living beings that you interact with in your life, whether they are in human form, our four-legged friends, the trees and stones or elemental energies. And this includes also the ways that you interact with the world, the work that you do in the world, the things that you put your hands on. Notice what from the energy of life and the outside world wants to be presenced at this time. There may be a few things, as we spoke of earlier. There are likely about 3 to 5 different areas of your life that may want to be presenced at this time. So notice what shows up first and give your full presence to that aspect of your life. I'm hearing relationships want to be presenced first. So allow yourself to witness what relationships in your life want to be presenced. What information is inside of the relationship, the interaction, the patterns, witnessing what wants to be presenced. And there's an invitation to allow a softening at the back of your heart as you're presencing perhaps a difficult relationship that has some important learning inside of it. Feeling that as you soften your heart, there is an ability to soften the energy around that challenging relationship. And now inviting in a full presence to what is the creative way to approach your work. So it may be that you are presencing a purely creative work of art, or it may be that you're presencing a more mundane work that you desire to bring more creative energy into. Taking a moment to presence your creative body, that which births your most aligned work into the world. Notice if there are physical sensations arising in your body as you presence your work in the world. If you feel any tension arising in this presencing, let yourself move and breathe into it. Perhaps a gentle swaying with the breath, a rolling of the shoulders. Feeling that you're opening your channel of creativity by allowing the breath and the movement to guide you into a pure expression through the work that you do in the world. If you're like me and you do many kinds of work in the world, Allow yourself to presence each one of them fully in these next few breaths. Just witnessing what is alive and what is feeling like it needs to rest in the background. And now coming back into the awareness of the breath, moving in and out of the body. Take a few more breaths to really harvest what has been shown to you in this practice of being fully present. Letting all of the different aspects settle now as we can add soil to water and it settles to the bottom, letting the water be clear. Allow the water to be what is most alive for you to be present with in this following day, in this following hour, at this particular moment in time in your life? Take a moment to invite in an awareness of where your energy will be best served in these coming times and after we close this space together. Trust whatever shows itself to you is true. And I'm imagining now that you are gazing at your higher self, your future self, perhaps an aspect of your past self that wants to be fully presenced in relation to this wisdom that has come forth for you. Imagine looking into your own eyes, this version of you who feels fully expressed in this life is looking into your eyes and gives you a smile and a nod, this sign of encouragement that you are doing it, whatever that is for you, that will leave you feeling fulfilled and on purpose and satisfied in your life. Let yourself receive that from yourself, that encouragement that you can and are doing what you came here to do. Receive that full presence from yourself and imagine you can breathe it in and integrate it in whatever way you most need right now. Perhaps placing your hands on your heart or your belly. Take a moment to give yourself some touch, grounding in to this full presence in your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and most essential part of yourself. And with the next exhale, arriving fully into this space, slowly open your eyes and gaze from this place of full presence at the life around you, noticing what shows up for you. Does something pop out from the space you're in that you maybe haven't presenced in a while? I'd love to hear what is shifting for you in this process of taking the time to be fully present in a deeper way. Let us know in the comments.
Kira, thank you so much. It just feels so much like you are stepping into your ministry more and more every time that we're together. And I just want to acknowledge that for you, validate you for that. Thank you. What came through to me was that it's okay to take a break. And if you're busy doing the things you've been doing for so long, then you don't have that availability of space to be open to something else.
Mhm.
So that came through. And so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, that is a very powerful recognition. Thank you for presencing that with us here. And I will say that has been so much a part of my practice to slow down a bit and not just do the thing because it's the thing to do, but do the thing that's really alive in the moment. And I really thought, to be honest, I really thought if I did that, that something was going to fall away in my own like multidimensional life and business. And really, instead, I was just shown that I actually do have the capacity to hold all of the things as long as I'm focused on whichever one is most alive in the moment. And that I don't have to be always trying to juggle the balls, but that I can actually pick one up, fully presence it, and then let it rest while I'm presencing another one. And so when we're in a constant juggling act, like throwing our different hats up in the air as we put the other one back on, I felt, and this is just what happened for me, but I feel that I witness it in others as well, right? That it feels like nothing's ever getting done. And whereas, like on the outside, it's not really that much different what I'm doing now to what I was doing before. But on the inside, I just feel like my nervous system can hold so much more by just recognizing that what's truly important really is just being present. And all of those things that we get caught up in needing to be done in our lives, that is like such a small piece of our time here. What we can like there's we can get so much done in a short amount of time when we actually give enough to our nervous system that we can breathe. And this is what I've experienced, and so I really appreciate you bringing that through, that sometimes it really is about letting go of the doing. And it's not really sometimes. We hear this all the time from our spiritual teachers. You're a human being, not a human doing. And doing is so much a part of what brings us joy as humans, and being in action um, and yet I've noticed, and has come through really strongly with my clients as well. Sometimes we are tired. We need to take a break, and our mind won't actually stop the doing. And so, one of my clients came to me recently and said, "I'm just exhausted all the time, and I'm laying on the couch with one eye open because I know I have to be available." And I was like, well, what if you just set an alarm for yourself and just actually take a break, even if it's only 20 minutes. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're right. If I go downstairs and set an alarm for a 20-minute nap, then I can get up and take care of my body and be refreshed. And then I actually can do all those things on my list instead of being in this state of like, I have too much to do and I can't do any of it. So yeah, that is really powerful, and I've witnessed it in myself and others. And so I really invite you, if you have watched this recording, or maybe you're with us live now, that to really notice how things can shift in your life by bringing this practice in as a daily, regular, throughout your day, kind of just noticing what's alive in this moment. And that can, and letting it change when it does. Not, and we get so stuck sometimes on, I made this to-do list, I have to check all the things off. And sometimes what is needed changes. So thank you so much for being with me today.
Oh, I love that, Keira. What's alive in this moment?
Okay. First, unlock your phone.
Okay,
Is
don't talk to me. I thought I silenced my phone, but I have to go in and look at the settings again.
I said Keira, he must have thought I said Siri, but yeah. Keira, thank you so very much for being here with us today. I so appreciate you, and I know we're very fortunate to get you twice a month this year. So I'm already looking forward to the next time we get to see you. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
And friends, Keira's contact information is in the description below. So if you want to reach out to her and find out what all she's got going on, that's perfect. So friends, thank you so much for being here. Keira, always a pleasure. Friends, take good care and God bless, and we'll see you soon.